This week we've been working on place value for decimals in particular. And when you take a basic number, 200 for 245, these always fall into a basic format of ones, tens, and hundreds. So we always refer to this as the HTO chart. Just aligns our place values so that when we need to have another number, we can make sure that we're adding up the hundreds, the tens, and the ones. Now going into decimals, this format of HTO, because again it was ones, tens, hundreds, and then we get the thousands, ones of thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and it keeps repeating and so on up bigger numbers. But with decimals, it goes in the exact opposite direction, and this is a bit challenging for some of our students. We have our ones still, but then it goes to the tenths and the hundredths, and these are the next two place values that come across in this direction. So if we have 245 decimal 63, we have the 2 in the hundreds, the 4 in the tens, 5 in the ones, 6 in the tenths, and the 3 in the hundredths. And why this is important is especially when we start getting to strategies to like stacking our numbers, we just need to know what value each digit individually has. One strategy that we've been playing with since the beginning of the year was expanded form, and it's really important to be able to expand each one out, just prove the value of each one. So we can say this 2 is worth 200. We can say the 4 is a 40, or 4 tens. And we're just giving the value. That 2 was that 200, that 4 was the 40, the 5. And now we have no ones left, but we still have to recognize that value. Now we're going to the decimals. We have the 6. And so this is the expanded form. We've just taken each number and just kind of laid it all out into each place value. It's really important that we can do this so that we can now add to another one. So if I'm going to add to the number 498 decimal 55, I don't have to draw the HTO chart, but I just still need to know the value of each individual digit. There's 400, 90, 8 ones, 5 tenths, and 5 hundredths. By doing this expanded form and making sure that my place values are lined up even across, I can do a horizontal addition practice. So I can say that 200 plus 400 is equal to 600. Same thing, 40 plus 90, or 4 plus 9, is 13, but it's 13 in the tens place. This is the tens place, so I have to write 13. There's my 3, and there's my 1. So I have 13 tens. 5 and 8, again, that makes 13, but I'm in the ones place this time, so I put my 3, there's my 1. 5 and 6 is 11, starting in the tenths place, because these are the tenths value. Tenth, and it just goes across always, just like every number we've ever learned. You go over to the next space over, and then finally 3 plus 5 is 8, and that is in the hundredths place. Now I can do this vertical addition. 0, 0, 0, 0 plus 8 is 8, 0, 0, 0, 1, and 0. That's still just 1. 4, 4, 7. So this is the expanded form for doing decimals, and it's just one of the ways to pictorially represent how your numbers are working together and why you came up to the value that you did. Once you've done that, you can just add up all your numbers together and you get your total value. That's our first strategy.